We've had a few people stop in at the greenhouse with pictures of their plants or give us a call because they're concerned that their annuals aren't looking as good as they should be. And quite honestly, with the weather that we've had in southwestern Ontario the last few weeks, it's no wonder that our plants are looking a little bit stressed out. If you even drive down the road and you see the fields of corn that were planted at the beginning of May, they are lime green in color and not at all the way corn should be looking at the end of May in Ontario. But here we are. It's been cold, it's been wet, and we haven't had a lot of sunshine. So some of your annuals, especially tender ones like begonias, sweet potato vine, coleus, lots of annuals are very, very sensitive to cold temperatures. Cucumber plants, tomatoes, things like that. We don't need to have an actual frost to damage those plants. Cold temperatures, especially cold, wet temperatures, as well as really cold winds can cause damage to those leaves and sometimes the stems as well. Often, if the damage isn't too bad, the plants will outgrow it. It might just be that a few of the leaves look marked. It's not a disease. It's just that the plants are stressed out from the cold, wet weather that we've had. Now, if they get really cold and it stays really wet, you can see things like they might shrivel, they might mold. In that sort of case, there's no recovery from that sort of thing. Those plants are done. You're going to have to get new ones, and I'm really, really sorry. But here's the general rule I want you to think about. If you're wearing a sweater, if you've got a hat on, if you're cold outside and you're not wearing a coat, your tender plants do not want to be outside either. If you're not comfortable in a short sleeve t-shirt, you should not have your begonias outside. You should be bringing in your Boston ferns. They're just not going to be happy. And I'm sorry, I know it's almost the 1st of June, but here we are. We can't do anything about the weather. All we can try to do is protect our tender plants and vegetables until things warm up. Now, if you've got something planted and you see a cold overnight temperature plant coming and you're not sure what to do, cover it with a sheet, a blanket, a towel. A cardboard box also works good as insulation over top of like a tomato plant in your garden. You could put an upside down cardboard box. Avoid direct contact with any sort of plastic or tarp because the cold will just transfer right through that material and it won't do a good job of protecting your plant. And hopefully next week the forecast is right and this is going to be over and it'll be a beautiful spring and we can all enjoy our annuals and tender vegetables outside.